What's going on, everyone? Man, all right, this is definitely going to be a lot to talk about. And I've been talking with some people about this before I came to do this too, after doing my first video, which I said that was going to be about that. But let's get to this. Now, there's a lot here. One, Microsoft's push psychologically to get people to go to Game Pass. But the reason why this is stupid, and trust me, this is not Phil Spencer, by the way, this is Satya on the Daily, I guarantee you, or somebody else outside of Phil Spencer who doesn't know what they're doing. Your first game to be 80, if you were wise. Guys, no matter what platform you like, let's be real here, should have been Call of Duty, even though I don't give a damn about it. And you should have let people know that ahead of time. Why, once again, remember what I said before, y'all, when I was roasting them? Why do all that positive behavior? Why give people the positive, you know what I mean, presentation, and then do that after that? You should have already just got this out the way when you first announced it and said these were just going to be the prices. But you did it again because it's like you set up this good showcase, then people are going to say, "Oh, all this is coming to PlayStation," and you just jacked the price up to $80. And now they're saying all their games now are going to be 80, according to what I'm hearing. The new Call of Duty is going to be 80. Um, Fable is going to be 80. Force, all of them. Gears of War, E-Day, all of them. The problem that I have with this, y'all, is that when you do that, you're supposed to be dominating the whole entire world in your genre. Even if you are, I still don't agree with 80. Nothing should be $80. I love Mario Kart World. I think that's the only game that has delivered that I've seen is trying to do it. But I don't think that it should be $80 even then. Did Nintendo set the bar? Oh yeah. But should anything be 80? No. And is this 80 because Mario Kart's 80? No. Anybody who thinks that is also dumb and does not understand it. This is just greed choosing to be greedy. In last place, and your games do not dominate that genre. Mario Kart World at least dominated the entire world for almost 35 years or something, or 30 years, consistently, nothing never beat it. It was always the pinnacle of its genre. It reached the pinnacle. It sold 76 million copies, Mario Kart 8. You know what I mean? It dominates everything, just like GTA dominates, right? And it's going to get away with it. And there's going to be people that will complain, but at the end of the day, it's going to deliver, right? This game is not going to deliver for $80. Whoever did this is an idiot. You just literally committed suicide. You literally said, I'm going to be the first in the world to be $80 on Steam. And this is going to be the choice. What does this game dominate? I'm trying to figure out what, you know what I mean? And I love Outer Worlds 1. And I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds 2, but $80 is suicide. You're basically saying PlayStation 5, 80, Steam, 80. And if you make a Switch 2 version, 80. What's the point of you being a publisher if you're going to fucking kill yourselves already? See what I mean? Microsoft are morons. Don't give me this Game Pass stuff. Only like 6-7% of the gaming community uses it because the gaming community is so massive. The whole entire PlayStation base has no Game Pass. That's 100 and some million people. The whole entire Nintendo, 100 and some million people. All those millions and people on Steam and Epic. No, none of them use that. And mobile. The whole gaming community, like 97% is not on there. So people trying to defend it by saying, oh, it's because we got game. They're trying, no. It's not going to work. Nobody's going to go to Game Pass because of Outer Worlds 2. If Call of Duty didn't do it, what the fuck is Outer Worlds 2 going to do? You see what I mean? Let's use our common sense here. This ain't going to move no Xbox units. This ain't dominating the whole world like 50, 60 million people are looking forward to this coming out. It is the most stupidest move to start off at $80. There's no justification here whatsoever. All I see here is unintelligent greed. This is separate from the Xbox showcase. This is a separate thing to talk about. That showcase was good. I got that out the way. I did that. Now we're talking about this. This is a whole different dimension here. This is a whole new level of stupidity. This will not work. And when layoffs happen, when games fail, you want to know whose fault it is? The people who made this decision. The Expedition 33 devs said no, $49.99. Oblivion Remastered, $49.99. They said no, $80. They think Outer Worlds 2 is an $80 game. Yeah, it's a higher quality than all that I just named. Do y'all agree with that? Am I excited for Outer Worlds 2 on Game Pass? Oh yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be playing it. Because if not, I would be skipping it. What about people on PS5 though and Steam? It's just not anti-consumer. It's multi-platform, stupid anti-consumer behavior and not qualified or justified. And the first in the world to be $79.99 on PC coming to y'all on Steam. Let's look at all this correctly, y'all. I'm disappointed, man, because once again, why build up that hype and then do this? So this is where Microsoft Publishing is retarded. It's gonna fail. Dear God, imagine if this was only on Xbox. You guys know that's suicide. So yeah, it's definitely not $80 for Xbox. It's $80 for Steam and $80. Well, as a matter of fact, guys, $80 for people who still buy games on Xbox. You think 100% of the Xbox user base is Game Pass? Those people on there to still buy games. Microsoft is selling them too. Fuck you. Pay $80. Physical copies? Pay me $80 for a key of a game like that. They don't care about physical. They're not preserving it. And if they were trying to push it, you see what I mean? You're still pushing it away. That's why I said there's no preservation there. There's so much anti-consumer corporate behavior. Yeah, because it's Microsoft Corporation. This isn't Phil Spencer. This is the corporation. I'm not going to be one of those people to go like crap gamer and go blame Phil Spencer. Because this is not his idea. He didn't think like this. That's why I said that when I told people in the other video, I don't like Satya Nadella taking over gaming. Because this is the result. Plus AI coming in, AI slop. Get ready. You've already seen it. Valve is a perfect example, and a lot of other stuff, and all the layoffs and AI coming in. They showed you that AI video. Remember how many people disliked it? Yeah. All right. Let's look at some more stuff here. Let's before we read this, let's go over here real quick. So if you even type $80 game, you'll see right here. This game does not look worth $80, right? There are only one game I pay $80 to $100 for, a GTA 6. See, people are going to say that because it can justify. They'll try to justify. That's what I'm saying. You can't justify. It's not going to work. This blame is mostly on Nintendo. You are a complete and absolute moron. This guy's a moron. He's making an excuse again. When the Expedition Claire, devs could have said, I'm sorry, Nintendo, you jacked the price up of $80. I'm going to charge $80 for Claire. We're going to charge $70 or $80 for Oblivion Remaster. Shut your stupid ass up. They ain't got nothing to do with it. No, they're greedy. It's unjustified. It's stupid. Ain't nobody gonna come like this because unless they're dumb or you know what I mean? Because it's like, no, dude, this is individual to individual behavior. This is your choice. You chose to do it. You could have said no, but you still chose to do it. It's like they chose to do 80. Yoshida came out and said, I was surprised they went first because of what I knew. He already said Sony already has it lined up, but they just didn't plan to do it this year. And that he knew that other people were doing it as well. Just like the people that were planning to do 70, right? 2K came and did it first. And Sony, but guess what? You see, I mean, it's the same thing again, like, except the industry knows that Mario Kart sold this much, so now they want to push it here. And they know GTA does this, so these are the ones we know they're going to set it and get away with it. All these other people are being dumb. Because all you're going to do is cause a bunch of layoffs. Because you chose to be greedy. You're going to punish your developers for that? Developers don't decide these prices. So if the game fails, how is it the developers' fault, y'all? You told the world that the developers are going to meet the $80 standard when you did that. Are they not also saying this? Because there's so many statements when you say $79.99 and you put that out in front of people. Before you do that, what are you really? They know what they're doing. What are you really saying? Why do you think your game is worth $80? Right? Because I didn't see no $80 for Outer Worlds 2. Oh my God, what? Don't make me laugh. Even 70 would have been like, oof. I saw $59.99. So now what? That's going to be for budget games now, for high AAA games, because the cost is too expensive, because we're unprofessional, we can't manage our budgets, then we're going to have to charge you $80. And then when we fail, who are you going to blame? Anybody but yourselves. You had the choice. And listen to me, guys. You could put your game at $39.99, $49.99, and sell 5 million copies, right? 5 times 5 is 25. That's $250 million. And you have 5 million people that are in your world now that like your world, your IP, whatever it is, right? 5 million base. That's better than what? 1 million? At 80, you made 80 million. They already tripled your profit, but they sold it cheaper and they have 5 million more people. They could be buying DLC and all that. Greed is stupid. I've said this before. People have seen this before. Only few people in this world are going to get away with 80. Nintendo, Rockstar. As much as I hate to say it, Activision with Call of Duty. Could there be other games possibly could get away with it? Maybe like big, huge games that continuously sell, like FIFA or whatever. But EA's not going to do that because they have other ways of making money. Even they're not going to be dumb. They realize, no, we don't need to because they have microtransactions. But certain games getting away with 80, oh yeah, that's very, very, very rare. It should be games that only take like 11 years to make. And GTA, you know, I mean, that game's could probably have $1 billion invested into it. I could say, okay, I understand. They're going to get away with it. And you can sit there and complain all you want. It's not going to change. Same thing with Mario Kart. Complain all you want. It's not going to change. Now this, you don't have to say anything. They committed suicide on themselves outside of Game Pass. And it annoys me because I like this company and I like their development. But Obsidian has shown me lately that they're being stupid. Not only with Valve and that idiot that made all that behavior, but the way they designed it and now with this. Why? So honestly, I don't think these companies are getting better with Microsoft. Because from what I'm seeing, that's not better. They're getting worse. And I just hope I get proven wrong. Remember, this is not about the Xbox showcase. This is literally about the $80, y'all. And we know we're going to have to do this. I'm looking into this right now. This will be separate, but all Xbox games are now $80. Huge L. And he had a positive video before this, by the way. Let's take a look at this. This is actually pretty funny to me. But I mean, that's kind of what you kind of have to do because that's what they did. First, it's like, here goes the good feeling. And then after that, here comes this. So you kind of have to do it. But he does this in general because he just be, y'all know. But I can't be against him for this because it is stupid. Doesn't make any sense to me. Now let's read this article. Microsoft has confirmed The Outer Worlds 2 costs $80 in the US. It's the first Xbox game to do it, which blows my mind. The Steam page for Obsidian's role-playing sequel revealed the $80 figure for the standard edition. Microsoft has confirmed it will follow Nintendo's lead and make the jump with its games, though it isn't winning. It's in last place. Its games don't sell nowhere near, and it's not dominating its genre. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump off the cliff too. Yeah, that's very smart because they did it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna jump off the cliff too. All those idiots that are sitting there saying that. It's like, just please don't comment. It's because somebody's being a moron doesn't mean you need to either. And coming in and saying that, well, yeah, you're a moron too then, just by saying that. Good Lord, man. The Outer Worlds 2 will kick off this new Xbox video game pricing structure when it comes out October 29th. But it's worth noting that as an Xbox Game Studios title, it will, of course, launch straight into Game Pass subscription service on day one. Who cares? You still made a decision. It should have been $59.99 on Game Pass. Microsoft says, since we're the world's richest company, we're going to be the most pro-consumer. As a matter of fact, you know what, y'all? All games are going to be $59.99. No more $70 games. And Game Pass. But no, let's do the exact opposite. That's $80, yeah, for games that don't even... Did this game even sell a couple million or whatever? You know what I mean? It's like, good Lord, where does it make any sense? Mario Kart at least makes sense. GTA at least makes sense. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, where does this make sense? Call of Duty somewhat makes sense. Doesn't mean we agree with it, but it's like, no, you're not making any sense on any scale. And your first time saying you want to be a Microsoft third-party publisher, you want to piss off people? You want to nuke that? They're very good at doing that, aren't they? Nuke your console. Now you want to nuke your third-party publishing. God damn, man. You just now got the Steam. Not too long ago, you just now got the PlayStation. Now let's do $80 on shit that doesn't deserve to be $80. Yeah, Satya, I'm not a fan of you. I'm sorry, but you don't know what you're doing. Bobby Kotick was right. What are you doing in gaming? You're creatively bankrupt. You don't know what you're doing. You're going to need us. Yeah, he was right. From a business perspective, I'm going to agree with him because I'm seeing it right now. What the hell are you doing? This is not team synergy mindset that you're supposed to be having. This is anti-consumer, anti-gamer. Anti-Steam. You see what I'm saying? Even to people that, like I said, that are physical, even on PC, that only want to buy games. You're telling them that they need to pay $80. I know people that I hang out with, they say, hey man, I buy games. Game Pass for me is for testing. You're saying to me, you're charging me too on the console right now. Like I said, there's some people that don't go on Game Pass. They like to buy games. They're doing it to everybody, the whole world, multi-platform for games that don't even fit that bracket. This is the worst. Like I said, Microsoft is the worst. I'm telling y'all, I don't be saying it just to be saying it. And y'all know me, I got 100 and almost 30,000 gamer score, beat every Xbox game, consistently stay subscribed to Game Pass. Been here since original OG Xbox, but they're just being completely stupid. So here it is. The Steam page for Obsidian's role-playing is $80. And guess how much the digital and all that is? Yeah, you don't want to know. Standard edition. Microsoft has confirmed that it will follow. So explaining the price hike decision in May, Microsoft told IGN, we understand that these changes are challenging and that they were made with careful consideration given market conditions. Microsoft market conditions? Sony made sense. And the rising cost of development. Oh, Microsoft, I know you did not. Paycheck, paycheck. $1 trillion company. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play more games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players. Yeah, save that for the sheep. You know what I mean? I'm not eating that PR garbage. I'm not going to swallow that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to flick it away. Market conditions and rising costs of development. Microsoft is saying this. Outer Worlds 2 has development cost issues, guys. Outer Worlds 2, that game, it doesn't even look like a next-gen game. Looks like it can run on Nintendo Switch 2 launch title. Okay, man, we're done here. Guys, good Lord. Record-breaking profits, too, guys. Billions and billions. Record-breaking billions. We're having development cost issues, guys. We're sorry, y'all. We have to pay $12 for eggs. You know what I mean? We're very sorry, y'all who are poor and can't afford anything. You know what I mean? You have to be on Xbox to get the benefit. Other than that, yeah, you're not paying for the same price of groceries as people on PlayStation and Steam and all these other communities for a game like Outer Worlds 2, right? That's not going to last you even 2 weeks. Oh no, it's okay. We're struggling though, the $1 trillion corporation. Richest company in the world. Oh, NVIDIA now, but still. You feel me on that from a human perspective? If you don't, I don't know what to say. You're okay. You guys are okay. You're all richer than Microsoft. They're struggling. The richest company in the world that took everything. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Neutrally as a gamer, not as a fanboy. Because y'all know I roast everything. Yeah, it's disappointing. Can't tell me it isn't. Later, y'all.